Welcome race fans to Pacific Coast International Raceway and the beginning of the Vintage Sports Car Tournament, brought to you by Mountain Strong Concrete, We Haul Solid Futures. Also brought to you by Slamman Customs. Slamman Customs, your source for all things diecast racing. And brought to you by Redline Derby Racing, the center of the universe for diecast racing, redlinederby.com. Welcome again, race fans, to Pacific Coast International Raceway and the final round of the Vintage Sports Car Tournament. Please join me in welcoming Sandy Shore to the announcer booth. Sandy, please introduce our finalists.
Thank you, Vinny. It's great to be here. Let's meet our finalists. Sneaky Bob is our first seed, racking up a combined score of 36 points. He drives a 1964 Corvette Stingray and has a record of 1 first-place finish, 10 podium, and 15 top 5 finishes. Next, we have Farrell Patrick of Farrell Mods. He is the second seed with 31 total points. He is driving a 1975 Corvette Stingray and has a record of 1 third-place finish. The third seed is Boondocks of MQH Racing with 30 combined points, driving a Triumph TR6. His record is first place finishing, 1 second, and 1 fourth place finish. Our fourth seed is Coots with Bent Rod Racing. He is driving a 1971 Porsche 911 and up to this point has no top finishes. That will change tonight.
Lap 1, we have Sneaky Bob on the pole with Farrell Patrick next to him, Boondocks and Coots in behind. And they're off. Come down the back straightaway. Bob has a slight lead. Coming down Pine Hill now, Bob has a lead and Farrell Patrick in second. As he comes to the big chicane, Farrell Patrick tries to make a pass and there gets a little jam up. There's a collision and it looks like Boondocks has made it through and will lead him on down to first place, and I don't think there's anyone else.
A pileup on turn 5 results in Boondocks being the only finisher of lap 1. In the replay, Sneaky Bob hits the rail and blocks Farrell Patrick. Only Boondocks escape the carnage.
After getting the carnage cleaned up, we're ready for lap 2. Farrell Patrick will be in the pole and Coots will be next to him in the front. And they're off. Come down the back straightaway, Farrell Patrick has the lead, followed by Coots. Sneaky Bob makes a move on Coots in the corner as they come down to the big chicane. Oh, and Sneaky Bob makes a pass, a beautiful pass on Farrell Patrick. Sneaky Bob now leads him down the concrete straightaway and down into the finish line. Farrell Patrick will take second, Coots third.
Coming down Pine Hill, Sneaky Bob gains on Farrell Patrick and makes a pass on turn 3, completes it in the big chicane.
Lap 3 has Coots in the pole with Boondocks next to him. Looks like the racing is tight with Boondocks in the lead. And they're off. Coming down the back straightaway. Coots has a bit of a lead. Coming out of the first turn, the second turn. They're quite in the crowd there. A little bit of paint swapping going on. Coots still in the lead with Farrell Patrick on his 6. As they come down, ooh. Boondocks tries to make a pass on Farrell Patrick, and I don't see Farrell Patrick, but oh, there we go. So Farrell Patrick got hung up on the rail. Boondocks took second and Sneaky Bob third.
Coots led from the start of lap 3, but a battle ensued for second. Farrell Patrick led but got on the rail on the last straight, and Boondocks got by for second. Bob couldn't avoid hitting him and almost went off track, but recovered and took third. Farrell Patrick got a DNF.
Start of lap 4 now. We have Boondocks on the pole, Sneaky Bob next to him, Coots behind Boondocks, and Farrell Patrick in 4th position. And they're off. Coming down the back straightaway, Bob gets a good lead, followed by Farrell Patrick. They kind of spread out coming down Pine Hill. One makes it to, oh, chicane except where Boondocks flips her over. Sneaky Bob and Feral Patrick coming down to the end, and Sneaky Bob will take first and Feral Patrick second.
Boondocks gets a DNF, sitting in the infield at turn 5. Coots at the entrance to the turn. Replay shows Boondocks hitting the rail off the big chicane, causing a rollover. Coots is unable to avoid him and also gets a DNF.
Lap 5 has Sneaky Bob in the pole, Feral Patrick on his side. The score is very close at this point. And they're off. I'm going back straightaway now. Sneaky Bob gets a good lead. Coming down Pine Hill, he stretches out a little bit, skids out a little bit in the corner. Oh, and Sneaky Bob flips it. And it looks like Feral Patrick is taking the lead, but Boondocks is coming on strong. Feral Patrick will take first and Boondocks second. And Coots will take third.
Going into turn 3, Bob skids a bit as Boondocks and Coots swap paint. Bob understeers and hits the wall and gets a DNF.
Lap 6 now has Feral Patrick in the pole and Coots on his left. Very tight score with 11 for Boondocks. Coming down the back straightaway now. Feral Patrick has the lead. Sneaky Bob in second and Coots right behind. Bob gets on the rail a little bit, but straightens it back out as they come down the straightaway and toward the finish line with Feral Patrick in first, Sneaky Bob in second, Coots in third, and Boondocks coming in fourth.
Lap 6 was clean with Feral Patrick holding pole and taking first, and Sneaky Bob coming in second.
Lap 7 now has Coots in the pole and Boondocks next to him. Very tight race still up to this point. And they're off. Coots leading the tight pack down the back straightaway. As they come down Pine Hill, Boondocks is trying to make a pass on Feral Patrick. Does not get by, but Feral Patrick tries to make a pass on Coots and gets shut down. Gives the advantage to Boondocks to get past Feral Patrick. Coming down the straightaway. Ooh! Feral Patrick tried to pass Boondocks, but got a block put on him just before the finish line.
Coming down Pine Hill in a group, Boondocks passes Feral Patrick and attempts to take first from Coots, but he blocks Boondocks in the chicane. Feral Patrick tries to capitalize, but Coots put a block on him too, allowing Boondocks to take second. Coots leads him to the finish line as Boondocks blocks Feral Patrick, trying to pass for second.
Lap 8 coming up now with a very tight race, with first and fourth being divided by 3 points. It is anybody's race. And they're off. Feral Patrick and Sneaky Bob come down, and Sneaky Bob takes the lead. Feral Patrick jumps in front of him, in front of Boondocks, and there's a little bit of paint swapping going on. Feral Patrick's in second, and Sneaky Bob has a clear lead going down into the final straightaway. Sneaky Bob will take first on this lap. Feral Patrick comes in, and he will take second. And I don't see the other two.
Boondocks and Coots end up with a DNF. It appears Boondocks blocked Coots and they both stalled out. Sneaky Bob takes the lap with Feral Patrick taking second.
It was a tight race the whole night, and let's tally the totals and see what we got here. Feral Patrick with 19, Sneaky Bob with 18, Boondocks with 15, and Coots with 14. Congratulations to Feral Patrick, first place winner of the Vintage Sports Car Tournament at the Pacific Coast International Raceway. As the crowd gathers around the winner and all the finalists, we also see the number 5 car, which was Blackie Mutton, who had the highest score in the semifinal non-finalists. He will take 5th place. Congratulations again to Feral Patrick of Feral Mods, winner of the 2023 Vintage Sports Car Tournament here at Pacific Coast International Raceway. Thank you, race fans, for joining us. Please come back again for the next tournament, which will be up soon, the F1 Grand Prix of Oregon. Good night.